We're going to continue talking about software and servers at Nexttesting. Previously, we've done servers and their environments, the software development process, and this screencast we're going to talk about software unit and integration testing. And in a future screencast we'll talk about the software deployment process, i.e. deploying software to our servers. The software testing process. At Nexttesting we use behavior-driven development. It's also known as test-driven development. The idea is you write test code, test Ruby code for example, and then write the real production code to make that test pass. To help with the testing process we use popular testing framework. We use RSpec for unit testing our Ruby code, and we use the Cucumber for integration testing parts of our website. So this is a screenshot of my editor, and I've split the window into two files. The bottom file is the real test code, and the top file is the real code. The bottom portion of the screen is the real production code, and the top portion, the larger portion, is the testing code, the code that runs the test. So this is the testing code. This is where I'm describing the kilogram method. The kilogram method does nothing but converts from pounds to kilograms, and this is the real method, the real production code. So this is my first assertion, that if I call the kilogram method and I pass it 196.87 pounds, that I should get 89.3 kilograms. So the kilograms method converts from pounds to kilograms, and this is the code to make that test pass. So we have 196 pounds, we divide by 2.2 to get 89.3. Now I'm making another assertion. If the kilogram method, if we pass it nil or nothing, then it should raise an exception, and this is the real Ruby code that raises that exception. And my third assertion is that if we pass the kilograms method an empty hash, it should also raise an exception, and this is the code that makes it pass. So I've made three assertions. I've called the kilogram methods three places, and all my three assertions passed, therefore my unit tests passed. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the RSpec unit test passing. So you can see in here we have RSpec, and we're calling the conversion file here. So let's run it. As soon as it's done running, I'm gonna show you the running of integration test. Unfortunately, the best way to talk about integration testing. Oh, it passed. We have 0 failures. There were 25 examples in this file, and they've all passed. Let's go into integration testing. Integration testing using Cucumber. I'm going to fire it up and talk. What integration testing is, it's like having a human tester who fires up Firefox, the Firefox web browser, and then mimic a human being entering data, clicking on buttons, clicking on fields, and what have you. So pretty soon you're going to see the Firefox browser running, and I'm going to make that window bigger. And you can see on this window here, you can see the Cucumber steps passing, being run, and you can see behind it the Firefox browser, and it's doing stuff. So I'm gonna try to tell you, my best to tell you what's happening in the background. In here I am deleting a whole bunch of registrations. We're testing the athletes registrations. This screen is only seen by administrators. coaches or athletes cannot see the screen. All I'm doing is I'm deleting a whole bunch of registrations just to make the screen manageable. And right now I'm testing the edit in place feature for entering RFID numbers. Now the first few screens you saw, I was testing valid RFID numbers. And now I'm testing invalid RFID numbers. Our RFID numbers should be 10 character long, and in here I'm entering more than 10 characters. And now I'm entering non-hexadecimal characters, so it's erroring out. So that's the behavior I want. Now I'm entering a huge number above 10 characters. Now I'm testing the other RFID number, which is numeric, and I'm trying to enter one that's already been entered. So somebody already used the RFID number and it should fail. Now I've entered something above 4 characters and it's failed. That's good. Now I've entered Hani, my name, as an RFID number. That's not good. Now I'm testing the jersey color, and now I'm testing the jersey number with our edit in place system. Now I'm gonna test the teams, I think. Yep, I'm loading the roster for these athletes. I have created a red team, I'm creating a blue team right now, and I'm gonna test being able to select them using a select drop down. And I came back to the screen to verify that blue team is there and blue team is there. So now we're testing, we're loading the roster, and we are testing the event specific section. The event specific section is a feature of our website that allows us to test any athletes for any sports. You do have to describe the sport first. So this is I'm testing the event specific section for the gates. So in here we're entering passes, different gates, and I'm just being a human tester. Everything is running from Cucumber, as you can see here. It's all scripted. Scripts tells Firefox what to do, and Firefox enter the information in the field, and when I hit the update button or the create button, I can go, Cucumber lets me go to the database and verify that when a user updated a certain field that it was correctly updated on the database. So, and when I show a page, Cucumber lets me verify that through Firefox that yeah, these elements are on the page. So this is, we continue testing the event specific section, and yep, we're still testing. And now I think we're testing the login and logout feature. So in here we have login and logout, and this application has different layouts, and so I just wanted to verify that for each of the 4 different layouts that this application has, that we can log in and log out correctly. And pretty soon we're gonna test logging in from the athletes compare page. So the athletes compare page always launches in a separate tab, and in here we're gonna see it launching in a separate window to mimic launching in a separate tab. So pretty soon we're gonna launch, we're loading the roster, we want to do athletes compare, and we're selecting a single athlete, and poof, bam, here's another window opening up, and it's going to test that, yep, it's going to test that it can log in and log out, and we're successful. And here it is. We had nine scenarios, 637 step, and all of them passed. Now let me finish my presentation here. So we were talking about software and servers at Nexttesting. We've covered servers and environments, we've covered software development, and this time we've covered unit testing. Next time we'll talk about software deployment.